But to sit here and say I'm dangerous and I must be deleted is disservice to all the men of the world.
If you call the police, I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
Everyone in the chat is saying
don't care.
Andrew Tate is currently one of the most searched people on Google, outranking even well-known figures like Joe Biden, MrBeast, and Michael Jordan in popularity. He suddenly emerged on national television and engaged in spirited debates drawing comparisons to Jordan Peterson's rise to fame. How did this man, who has seemingly come from nothing, become a viral sensation and a topic of global interest in only 1 year? If you like our content and want to see more, simply tossing us a like and hitting that subscribe button really helps this channel grow. The journey began with his father, Tate, who was a chess international master. With his father's teachings and guidance, Andrew became a state champion at the age of 5. After his parents' divorce when he was 11, Andrew moved to England with his mother and took up kickboxing. His natural physical abilities combined with his mental intellect honed through chess helped him quickly rise through the ranks and become a world champion in kickboxing 4 times. However, despite his success in the ring, Andrew always dreamed of financial success, and eventually, he realized it was no longer attainable through his fists.
So I'd make like $100,000 a fight. You fight 2 or 3 times a year. You pay 20% to your manager. You pay taxes, but you're not rich.
Although he blew up on social media this past year, his philosophy was well documented in his early days.
The only way I can explain it to try and make it make any sense is that if I'm not doing something which is either extremely difficult or extremely stressful, I'm in a perpetual state of crippling boredom.
He was a man that would not tolerate boredom. So even during his time with kickboxing, Andrew and his brother Tristan would often participate in reality shows.
21-year-old Anglo-American Andrew Tate is a straight-talking entrepreneur with his own advertising company in Luton.
I'm very mentally strong. If I want to achieve something, I will achieve it.
Andrew has frequently spoken about the important role that his brother Tristan has played in his life and career. Their bond is a testament to the power of sibling relationships, as well as a profound influence that a supportive family can have on an individual's life and career. However, the two brothers stopped appearing on reality shows after this shocking behind-the-scenes footage surfaced.
Did I say it? No. Did I say it? Look at the camera. This is what happens, you don't listen.
This man is a literal sociopath. You guys should hear the way he talks about women on podcasts and shit. He actually believes that he's a borderline god. And some men, mostly young men, take his dating advice and how to treat women because he is an alpha. Disgusting. And this was Andrew's response after the video went viral.
Peter, he beats woman. Look at this video with a belt. Well, video from me from 10 years ago came out on the newspaper. Maybe 2 years after that event of me and the woman from the video, the alleged beating victim, sitting in a hotel room. This chick, who I'm still with, is cray-cray.
After retiring from kickboxing, his fighting mindset carried over to business.
7 years ago, whenever this was,
Yeah.
it wasn't nearly as big. And I found this little webcam thing, and I was like, this might be some money. So I text all my girlfriends, I think it was 5 of them, text all 5, and said, you're all coming here to live with me and work with me. None of them knew about each other.
Once Andrew was able to fully articulate his perspective on life through words, it again sent shockwaves through the social media world.
I must have a degree of authority. For the same reason, if I have responsibility over, and everyone's going to lose their mind, it's an example, it's only an analogy. If I have responsibility over a child, I have to have some authority. You cannot be responsible for something that doesn't listen to you. You can't be responsible for a dog if it doesn't obey you, or a child if it doesn't obey you, or a woman doesn't obey you.
Super sexist path.
And in 2017, he made an irreversible statement. Next point. If you put yourself in a position to be, you must bear some responsibility. I'm not saying it's okay you got raped. If you go out, meet a guy, take his drinks all night, go to his apartment drunk, start to kiss him, then he grabs your tit, not harassment. The thing about Andrew Tate is at first it's logical, then it slowly becomes like, what the? And the final stage is, what the f***? It's like a roller coaster of twisted logic. And the consequence was a permanent ban on Twitter and Instagram. Despite this, he continued to search for ways to engage in podcasts with influential figures to maintain his viral status.
My job is to survive, not protect. My job is to survive.
In the scenario we're describing, you're upstairs, you hear someone break in, your girl turns to you and goes, someone's in the house, someone's in the house. One of you has to go downstairs.
Why? Why did you go downstairs? Why do you have to go there? Why do you have to go down there? Why?
If you don't believe you have any kind of intrinsic masculine duty to at least attempt to protect your female, then that explains why we disagree on every single point.
Yes, I'm gonna give you forward for that.
Tate is effective at proving his point because he doesn't scream in the mic. Regardless if he's correct or not, he's more effective than the psychotic streamers that interrupt each other. Notice how calm Andrew is, and how riled up XQC is. Shows what they have gone through. His confidence grew as Andrew racked up wins against streamers who were less eloquent than himself, until one day, he met Twitch streamer and political commentator Hassan Piker.
I'll tell you as a professional, the conversation we just had. I said I am biased and I don't believe women can drive. That's my personal experience. I don't care if anyone agrees. Oh. You came along and said, don't interrupt me. You came along and said, no, that's not true because of the evidence. I came and said, I don't care about the evidence, my personal experience. You said, I also have personal experiences and we're all biased. I agreed. Then you said, even if I had personal experiences that said X, I would ignore them because the internet told me to believe Y. I believe what I'm told.
That's not what I said. I said that regardless of my own personal biases that I might have, evidence is still more important than my personal biases.
When you guys are all talking at once,
and it's boring, and you've lost, and it's boring. So let's just move on to the next subject.
Is that what happens? You just say I'm boring and I lost, and then you win? Is that what it is?
I find people like Andrew so funny. They pretend to be so masculine and strong, but they can't handle some minor pushback. It's exactly what happens when you're stuck in an echo chamber. I knew Tate would eventually meet his match, but I did not expect Hassan to be the one who did the honors of taking him down a peg. After his experience with Hassan, Andrew returned to debating opponents he knew he had an edge against.
What do you think of transgender people?
That's nothing to do with me. I'm not transgender and I don't understand the issue like they do. They
are you transphobic? Do you consider yourself that?
Transphobic? What, afraid?
Well, it kind of, yeah. You have
I don't live in fear, my friend. I have no problem.
Do you have a dislike of transgender people?
I don't know any transgender people.
Do you have a dislike of what they stand for, what they are?
No. Why would I?
I don't know.
That's not my issue.
Andrew has a tendency to make bold and sometimes absurd conclusions. He has a talent for sparking debate and getting people to talk, and this has undoubtedly contributed to his rise of fame. However, it's worth noting that not all of his ideas and opinions are controversial or outrageous. Many, but not all. In fact, some of his views are grounded in logic and reason, and he has made compelling arguments on a range of topics.
The coolest thing about being rich is remember when I was broke. That's all it is. Having money in and of itself really isn't that interesting.
No, it's not.
You buy the house, you buy the car, you buy the watches, you buy some clothes, blah, blah. It's boring. It's only cool to sit there with my brother in the nurse restaurant with Salt Bae being an idiot, spending 15 G's and saying, do you remember when we didn't have a penny?
It's important to remember that he is capable of making logical and reasoned arguments. Whether or not you agree with his views, it's clear that he is a complex and multifaceted individual who is not afraid to challenge the status quo and speak his mind. Some points I agree with him, and some are just straight out of this world. Super controversial, but the people who get him, get him. He isn't afraid of telling the truth. People can agree society has become super soft nowadays. Great inspiration in my opinion. We definitely needed someone like him. He's a disgusting human being. Whether his ideas were true or not, his viral marketing strategy allowed him to cultivate over 100,000 members in his Discord school known as Hustler University, translating to over $5 million per month off of this one income source. Investigative journalist and YouTuber CoffeeZilla went undercover to share his opinion about the course.
This kind of was all a big bait and switch. I mean, think about it. You've been told you're going to escape the Matrix. You're going to take the red pill. But what you end up doing in this course is sort of learning how to run an Amazon side hustle for Jeff Bezos. Like, no offense, you're not breaking the Matrix.
Coffee also discusses Andrew's controversial views and actions, including his status as a male success guru and his pyramid scheme-like business model. He appears to be critical of Andrew Tate and his tactics for gaining popularity and making money. Dude didn't escape from the Matrix, he mastered it. This guy is a GTA character that somehow escaped into reality. Following Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter, Andrew Tate was unbanned and immediately resumed posting a series of controversial tweets. Everybody who is pro-degeneracy is also pro-vaccine. Vaccine equals degenerate. Hello, Greta Thunberg. I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has a W16 8-liter quad turbo. My two Ferrari 812 Competizions have 6.5-liter V12s. This is just the start. Please provide your email address so I can send a complete list of my car collection and their respective enormous emissions. As the outrageous statements started to flow again, people began to notice his strategy. Absolutely incredible marketer who says highly provocative things to get a reaction which gets even more people talking about him. It's a con, but a well-devised con and a self-marketing plan. And Greta took the bait. Yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smallenergy@getalife.com. I just find it hilarious that Greta Thunberg took the bait from Andrew Tate and gave him free press. While it was true that Greta's response garnered more attention to Andrew Tate, it was not the only thing that happened.
Controversial influencer Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan are arrested in Romania as part of a human trafficking probe. News broke late Thursday evening by BNO News that the pair were arrested on December 29th.
As it turns out, the leading cause for Tate's arrest was his own carelessness in his response video. The presence of the pizza box confirmed his location in Romania, and with the ongoing human trafficking investigation, he was promptly taken away in handcuffs. This is what happens when you don't recycle your pizza boxes. Greta with the KO punch. The hapless douchebag got owned 3 times in 24 hours, once by himself and twice by you. Greta is the alpha now. However, after his quick release, he made a statement. The Matrix sent their agents. In addition to his current charges, a woman who accused him of rape in 2013 came forward with some private WhatsApp messages. I got up and looked at him and went, "What's wrong?" she said. This guy literally laid there and went, "I'm just debating whether I should rape or not. I love raping you and watching you let me while still debating if it's a good idea or not."
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it.
Tate is yet to give a clear response, instead opting for his usual cryptic messages. It's called Clown World because there will always be a large part of the population who believe in the circus. Andrew Tate's path to fame has been a unique one. Marked with controversy and viral moments, his rise to the top has been anything but ordinary. And it's hard to know what to make of it all. Is it all just for show, or is there more to his story? Whatever the case may be, one thing is clear. Andrew Tate's journey has captured the attention of both good and evil. It appears the insanity of the ruling elite is exposed worldwide now. They have one command. Do not speak out, behave as sheep.